You think you are alone in your room. You think the silence around you is empty. You are wrong. You are currently standing in the middle of a violent, invisible storm. Every cubic centimeter of the air you breathe is saturated with artificial frequencies, Wi-Fi, cellular signals, Bluetooth, and the hum of the electrical grid. You cannot see them, you cannot smell them, but your mitochondria can feel them. And they are screaming. Welcome to Chapter 8 of the Thorne Protocol. Today, we discuss the invisible cage. The human body is not just a collection of meat and bone. It is an exquisite electrical masterpiece. Every thought you have, every beat of your heart, every contraction of your muscles is controlled by delicate electrical impulses. Your cells are essentially tiny batteries, maintaining a specific voltage to keep the spark of life burning. But for the first time in 4 billion years of evolution, we have submerged this biological electrical system in a chaotic soup of man-made radiation. We have placed the internal flame inside a microwave that never turns off. To understand the danger, we must look at the gates of your cells. Specifically, the voltage-gated calcium channels, or VGCCs. These are the smart locks of your cellular fortress. They are designed to open and close in response to the body's own subtle electrical signals, allowing just the right amount of calcium to enter the cell. But man-made electromagnetic frequencies (EMFs) are millions of times stronger than your body's natural fields. They act like a phantom hand, forcing these gates to stay wide open. When the gates stay open, calcium floods into the cell like a tidal wave. This is not the healthy calcium that builds bones, this is a metabolic disaster. Inside the cell, this excess calcium reacts with nitric oxide to create peroxynitrite, a brutal, highly reactive molecule that hunts down and destroys everything in its path. It attacks your proteins, it shreds your cell membranes, and most tragically, it strikes at the heart of your energy, your mitochondrial DNA. You are experiencing a continuous, invisible cellular explosion. Dr. Thorne has seen the results of this invisible war. It manifests as a world that is tired but wired. Have you ever felt exhausted to your core, yet your brain feels like it's vibrating, unable to rest? That is not stress. That is the interference of the cage. Your brain is the most electrically active organ in your body, making it the primary target. The blood-brain barrier, the sacred shield that protects your mind from toxins, begins to leak under the pressure of these frequencies. You are literally letting the world's filth into your sanctuary. The industry will tell you that if it doesn't heat your skin, it isn't dangerous. This is a prehistoric understanding of biology. We are not just pieces of meat to be heated, we are complex information systems. These frequencies carry data, and that data interferes with the biological data of your cells. It disrupts your circadian rhythms. It suppresses melatonin, the primary antioxidant that repairs your brain while you sleep. By sleeping with a smartphone next to your head, you are essentially telling your mitochondria that the sun never sets. You are denying them the darkness they need to heal. We are living in an era of digital smog. Think of your ancestors. They lived in harmony with the Earth's natural frequency, the Schumann resonance. Their biological clocks were tuned to the rising and setting of the sun and the subtle magnetic fields of the planet. Today, we live in concrete boxes shielded from the earth, while being bombarded from within by routers and smart devices. We have disconnected the ground wire of our biology. We are floating in a chaotic electrical void, and we wonder why our spirits feel fragmented and our bodies feel frail. The Thorne Protocol is not about retreating to a cave, though some days that may seem tempting. It is about biological defense. You must recognize that your environment is no longer neutral. It is predatory. Every smart device in your home is a drain on your mitochondrial reserve. Every wireless signal is a tax on your longevity. To reclaim your health, you must first reclaim your space. You must create sanctuaries of silence, zones where the invisible storm cannot reach you, especially where you sleep. Your mitochondria are ancient organisms. They remember the world before the grid. They thrive in the quiet, in the cold, and in the dark. When you shield yourself from these frequencies, you allow the peroxynitrite levels to drop. You allow the smart locks of your cells to function again. You allow the DNA repair mechanisms to stitch back together the damage caused by the day's digital bombardment. This is not a luxury, it is a survival requirement in the 21st century. The most dangerous lie is that we are evolving to handle this. Evolution takes millennia, the digital revolution took decades. Our biology is still running the software of the hunter-gatherer, while our environment is running the hardware of a supercomputer. This mismatch is where disease is born. Chronic fatigue, early onset dementia, and the mysterious modern illnesses that leave doctors scratching their heads, many of these have their roots in the invisible cage. We are being unraveled at the frequency level. But there is hope in the light of the fire. By grounding yourself, literally putting your bare feet on the earth, you can discharge the static buildup of the modern world. By using wired connections instead of wireless, you remove the phantom hand from your cellular gates. By turning off your Wi-Fi at night, you give your mitochondria 8 hours of peace to rebuild the temple. These are simple acts of rebellion. They are a declaration that your biology belongs to you, not to the network. I want you to look around your room right now. Visualize the waves. See the signals from your router as thick, gray smoke filling the air. See the blue light from your screens as a piercing needle hitting your pineal gland. This visualization is the first step to freedom. Once you see the cage, you can no longer be comfortable within its bars. You are a being of light and electricity. Do not let your frequency be dictated by a corporation. In the next chapter, we will discuss the power of the sun, not the artificial glow of the screen, but the primordial fire that created us. We will learn how to harvest its light to repair the damage of the invisible cage. But for today, your mission is protection. Secure your sanctuary. Wire your world. Give your mitochondria the silence they deserve. I am Dr. Julian Thorne, and I am telling you to unplug the machine before it unplugs you. Stay vigilant. The world is louder than ever, but the truth is found in the frequencies of the earth. Guard your fire. Protect your electrical sanctity. And never forget that the most important signals are the ones that happen inside your own heart. The cage is invisible, but the key is in your hands. Turn off the noise. Listen to the silence. And let your internal fire burn with the steady frequency of life itself. The unseen war is real, but so is your power to resist.